What is a typical day for a forensic science technician like? Have you ever wondered what it is like to be a forensic science technician? This role is vital in the criminal justice system, and their daily tasks are both fascinating and essential. Let's take a closer look at what a typical day entails for these professionals. The day often kicks off with checking messages or assignments from law enforcement agencies. If there is a crime scene that needs attention, the technician will head out to the location. This could be anywhere from a home to a business or even an outdoor area. Upon arrival, the technician assesses the scene, working closely with police officers and detectives. The first priority is to secure the area to prevent contamination and ensure that all evidence remains intact. Once the scene is secured, the technician begins collecting physical evidence. This can include fingerprints, blood samples, hair, fibers, and even weapons. They use specialized tools like fingerprint kits, evidence bags, and cameras to gather and preserve each item. Detailed photographs are taken, sketches are made, and notes are written to document the condition and location of every piece of evidence. This documentation is vital, as it may be used in court to establish the chain of custody. After collecting the evidence, the technician transports it to a laboratory for analysis. In the lab, the focus shifts to examining the evidence using microscopes, chemical tests, and DNA analysis equipment. For instance, they might test a fabric sample for gunshot residue or compare fingerprints to databases. The laboratory environment is controlled to avoid contamination and ensure accurate results. Once the analysis is complete, the technician prepares a detailed written report summarizing their findings. This report is shared with law enforcement and legal professionals. Clear communication is essential, as these reports often form the basis for further investigation or legal action. The technician may also need to explain their methods and conclusions to attorneys or law enforcement personnel. If a case goes to trial, the forensic science technician may be called to testify as an expert witness. In court, they explain how evidence was collected, analyzed, and interpreted. They must communicate complex scientific concepts in a way that judges, jurors, and attorneys can easily understand. This aspect of the job highlights the connection between science and law, as their testimony can directly influence the outcome of a case. Between cases, technicians maintain and calibrate their equipment to ensure it functions properly. They may also participate in training to stay current with new techniques and technologies in forensic science. Continuous learning is important, as advancements in science can lead to changes in how evidence is collected and analyzed. Not every day is the same for a forensic science technician. Some days are spent entirely in the lab, while others involve multiple crime scenes. The work can be physically demanding and emotionally challenging, especially when dealing with sensitive situations. Technicians must remain objective and meticulous, as their work can have serious consequences for individuals and the justice system. For those considering a career in criminal law, understanding the role of forensic science technicians is beneficial. Their work provides insight into how scientific evidence is gathered, analyzed, and presented in court. Attorneys often rely on forensic reports and expert testimony to build or challenge cases. Familiarity with forensic procedures can help future lawyers evaluate the strength of evidence and question expert witnesses effectively. A typical day for a forensic science technician is a mix of fieldwork, laboratory analysis, documentation, and communication with legal professionals. Their work bridges science and law, making them key players in the criminal justice system and essential resources for attorneys and judges.